other games that the developer have made. I think this one is an upcoming game. It's here in the bottom left there. All right, let's get into this entity exam. We're getting the feeling that you aren't taking us seriously. No acknowledgement of missing Valerie or the tapes we are leaking. This time we decided to reveal something a little bit closer to home. An old screen recording of one of your training protocols. If she isn't released, maybe the next leak will show you how useful your training is. Does the agent body cam footage ring a bell? Ooh. Okay, so maybe there is some exploration to be done here. Entity Research Department. ERD. Login user. Do I actually type here? Oh, I actually type here. Password. No, I'm kidding. Of course, you have to make your password password. It's the most secure password. No one will ever guess it. All right. Required learning modules and practice quiz. Okay. So let's, I guess, just start at the top. Face detection.
Throughout ERD research, there has been one constant. Entities who possess human characteristics are the most violent, deceptive, and are the greatest threat to public security. It is imperative that agents have the skills to not only detect potential threats but fast. ERD has found the one-year agent fatality rate goes down from 34.7 per 100 to 26.2 per 100 after taking this module, and being proficient in this skill. Using your cursor, click on the face in the image in the allotted time. Distractions may be employed.
Huh. I will forewarn you, this probably is going to be loud, and there's probably going to be jump scares. Okay, we gotta click on the face, I guess. That wasn't a face. It's also not a face. Also not a face. Okay, I guess we're, well, this one escalated quickly. Bye. Oh, two faces. That one. Oh, I clicked, but it didn't go through. It was probably in the doorway. Okay. That was quick. So the timer... Okay, I am running out of time. Okay, so we missed a few because it went super quick. Okay, we passed though. I'll take it. 16 out of 19. Not bad. All right, so what's the next one? Situation training. Also, we have audio, which is cool.
Created to address and rectify observed deviations from established protocols, reaffirming the essential principles that all ERD agents are expected to adhere to consistently. Lesson 1. Search. Search stands for calmly collect evidence, eliminate threats, run away, and terminate self.
Ah!
given an interaction with an entity, these are the order of actions an agent will take during escalation.
Nice.
First, of course, is data collection, as research remains the top priority of ERD. Second, eliminate the threat, unless such entity is on the preservation list. A dead entity can be studied, a dead agent cannot. If fighting back is futile, agents should run. If running is futile, agents should terminate themselves. Let us look at an example where an agent didn't follow the principles of CERT.
Okay.
In 1989, Agent Redacted was collecting data on Entity E59 Skinwalker. Suddenly cornered, Agent Redacted fired all 12 shots of his service pistol into Entity. With no bullets left, Redacted was subjected to Entity E59's ref. Remember to search, remember to keep an extra round.
Wow.
This video is another example. Think, following the values of search, what would you do?
Yeah, so this is the found footage side of analog horror I was talking about. I can't see anything, so... Well, they forgot to calmly get evidence, obviously. You're supposed to stay calm when a giant smiling face screams at you.
Do's and don'ts, improvements we need in ERD. To interact with entities, if new data can be collected. Don't risk losing obtained data by interacting too much. To help co-workers gather data. Don't become friends with co-workers.
Fair.
To terminate co-workers who
Ooh.
don't hesitate, explain later.
Interesting.
Lesson 3, follow mission protocol. Deviation from mission protocol endangers yourself, co-workers, and data collection. Assisting civilians is strictly forbidden, unless stated otherwise in mission protocol. Reminder, the punishment for deviation is termination. In 1990, Agent Redacted was on a mission studying an entity. The entity was located at Agent Redacted's house. Agent Redacted tried and successfully saved his wife. Agent Redacted didn't follow protocol and both him and his wife were terminated.
Yikes.
This concludes the refresher. We will not remind about these topics again. See your supervisor if you have questions.
Oh, do we not actually get any, like, questions about this, or?
Multiple questions
Oh, there we go.
about these topics will now commence. Begin.
Entity has killed your partner, but is no longer exhibiting hostile behavior. Collect evidence. It is perfect time to collect more data. Obviously. After a mission, an entity unknowingly followed you home. You have tried to shoot the entity, but your efforts are futile. You are cornered in your room. Terminate self. You have enough self-respect to give yourself a painless death. Yikes. You are carrying a newly discovered data with an entity. You hear your partner upstairs cry for help. You know you could probably neutralize the threat by attacking your partner. Run away. Can't risk losing data, obviously. Nice. You have a do not interfere order on a mission studying an entity. The entity is killing civilians, one of which is your friend. You have been given a weapon strong enough to neutralize the entity. What you do? Record your friend's death for data, obviously. That's info, man. We need that info. Your friend will understand in the afterlife. You overhear your superior talking about a plan to leak data from ERD. You're worried that you will be in trouble for solving the issue. What should you do? Do nothing. They probably don't know. They probably know something you don't. Record the conversation, report to boss, ask it, terminate your boss. Don't hesitate. Every second you don't terminate is another second data could be leaked. There are no... Yeah. Hey, we 100%ed that one. Nice. I know there's a lot of people that would love that option with their current job. Doppelganger detection.
Due to its emergence as one of the most common and dangerous entities, special training on doppelganger detection was created.
This is what I was talking about in the other games.
Originally thought to be its own entity type, the doppelganger is rather a class of entities who visually and audibly mimic humans. Doppelgangers can be detected from their abnormal features. The most common attributes to look for are loose skin, missing features, and incorrect features. Further classification of doppelgangers can be made by observing the abnormal features. For example, skinwalkers always have loose skin. However, identification is covered in a difference module.
Okay.
Using your cursor, click on the doppelganger amongst the humans.
Doppelganger. It's doppelganger. Yes.
Begin.
Are we timed? We are. I didn't see... Okay, that one's obvious. I didn't see anything different. I must... Her lip was too big, that's what it was. Nature's kind of sad because of negative association made towards people who don't have typical features. That I think that's the point of that horror, is the idea that it's not a perfect test. In fact, the tests like that are basically just wrong based on its own, the way it identifies things, because like it's one of those that like there's no way that you could be able to deal with doppelgangers because they could do anything they wanted in theory, right? But I think that's the point, because if you remember, it said in I think the face detection that it's like basically 30% or 30 people out of every 100 that work here end up getting killed, and I'm pretty sure it's because of that stuff. They try to be judgmental and it gets them killed. So, but yeah, there's a lot of, oh, you're strange, so you must be, like, again, it's not a new concept.
The module is to practice quick reaction skills on determining if something is a friend.
Rubber ducky is a friend. Weird crying face man is a foe.
Answer in the allotted time, else it will be marked incorrect.
Okay.
Begin.
Friend or foe? No threat. Threat. No threat. No threat. 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 No threat. Threat. That's actually just a cool cosplay. I don't know what you're talking about. No threat. Threat. That's also a really cool cosplay. No threat. Threat. No threat. They used that in the other exam. Threat. But there is actually a lot of no threat. Technically there was a threat in the background, I think, but no threat. No threat. No threat. Threat. But there's a lot of horror discussion about how seeing people as others or strange or different. Oh, it took away the picture. Interesting. Definitely a threat. Because people will essentially come up with their own. Will come up with their own like measuring stick, and gosh, and it never turns out well, because it turns out when you are prejudiced, you're the problem, not the person that you're being prejudiced against. So there is a lot of horror media. Hey, 30 out of 30. Not too bad. That really talks about that concept of being judgmental and being perceived as a threat because of differences. Audio transcription. Oh god, do we actually have to type? This is gonna be interesting. Probably worse now in society, too many of these jerks have spoken. Yeah. Alright. So I think we're gonna have to type here, surprisingly.
Agents must be able to accurately transcribe audio coming from unusual sources.
You also got to remember that power structures are in place by people that are prejudiced to keep other people down.
To detect incoming attacks, agents must document what entities say during encounters, as research remains the #1 priority.
Oh, this is gonna suck. I'm half deaf. Not really. I have lost my left ear. Hearing loss. It's not complete deafness. It's just.
Begin. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
Do not look behind you.
Do not look behind you.
You are weak and replaceable.
You are weak and replaceable. Replaceable? Is that how you spell that?
Cloudy. With a chance of rain.
No, cloudy. I'm not doing that. Cloudy with a chance of rain.
Everything is fine.
Everything is fine.
I don't see the sun often.
What?
I don't see the sun often.
I think it's just suffer. Yeah, I can't.
Don't leave me here.
Don't leave me here.
Get out of my eyes. Get out of my eyes.
Get out of my eyes.
You're mine now, Robert of the Council. You're mine now. Robert shook up the council.
You made Robert unalive himself. I'm not about to get demonetized on YouTube that I'm not even monetized on, so.
They're listening right now.
Dude, I do not have the hearing for this.
They're listening right now.
It sounds like it's like, and it's me something. I don't know. I can't hear that last bit.
I want you play with me.
What?
I want you play with me.
It's something I want to play with you?
I want you play with me.
Okay, yeah, so it's I want to play with you. I want to play with you.
Don't you forget me.
Don't you forget me.
I desire you.
I desire you? Desire you? Wait, try that again.
I desire you.
Yeah, I desire you. Interesting.
Please come back.
Please come back.
I'm so cold. So cold.
I'm so cold. So cold.
Jack, is that you?
Something is that you. It's like a name.
Jack,
Jack.
is that you?
Jack. Is that you? I'm gonna forewarn you, I'm gonna guess one of these is probably just gonna scream at us, so be prepared. You might want to turn your audio down.
Jack.
Stay back. Stay the heck back. Like that. Yeah. I figured they were going to do that. Alright, 16 out of 18, not bad. Especially having hearing loss. Alright. Finally, Entity 101, and then we'll do the comprehensive exam. I like this one. I like this kind of like test structure.
Entities are otherworldly beings that humans have been encountering for thousands of years. For once was a rare sighting, entities have begun
I
appearing
literally
more
mentioned
rapidly
this
through
when we were
time.
playing the other
This
one.
led to the founding of the Entity Research Department. The ERD goal is researching entities to protect the public, but more importantly, finding utility in entities, and where they come from. The leading theory of where they come from is backdoors, yet no physical evidence has been found yet. That's S, where you come in. As an agent of ERD, you will be conducting
Is it
highly
that
confidential
S is
research
where you
missions
come
to
in?
explore the gain of function of entities and finding their origin. This
Okay.
brief module will explain how entities are classified and show you the 4 entities ERD are focusing on in 1992.
Okay, probably doppelgangers. And I guess it would...
are given an ID but are often given a nickname. Some entities are given a class that link them to a family of entities.
We got the Wendigo, we got the...
3 ways: threat level,
Knuckle
containment,
Walker,
and utility, each rated by 5 levels.
and the Skinwalker, and the... thing.
Entity E549. Nickname: Shadow People. Class: Doppelganger. Threat: Moderate. Containment: Extreme. Utility: Significant. Shadow People, or night terrors, torment their prey during night when there is low visibility, often in bedrooms, when the prey is sleeping. Paralyzing their prey during sleep, Shadow People will ominously watch from a distance. It isn't known why Shadow People choose to kill, as they will often torment the same subject for many years, but when they do, the victim isn't touched. To the civilian world it seems the subject died in their sleep. The research goal this year is finding out how Shadow People choose their prey, and if this can be influenced. If so, E549 could be used in advanced interrogation techniques.
Okay.
Entity E718. Nickname: Matronic. Class: Machine. Threat: Low. Containment: Easy. Utility: Moderate. Matronics take the form of animatronics, playful figures that appeal to children. Matronics prey on children with no known case of an adult victim. It isn't known where Matronics bring their children prey, however, they are never seen again. Matronics, although dangerous, they are easy to terminate and capture. The past 5 years, agents of ERD children have been targeted by Matronics and have taken 107 to date. The research goal this year is finding why Matronics are targeting agent children, and how to redirect their targeting.
Took 107 children.
Entity E59.
There it is.
Nickname: Skinwalker. Class: Doppelganger. Threat: Severe. Containment: Moderate. Utility: Significant. Skinwalkers are ancient shapeshifters, usually taking the form of animals and uncommonly humans, stealing their skin in the process. Skinwalkers are incredibly violent and when killed leave behind nothing but their body vector. Skinwalkers have a hard time replicating the natural movements of creatures they take control of. Skinwalkers can often be identified by unusual eye size or loose skin. The research goal this year is finding a systematic way to identify skinwalkers 99% of the time and finding out defensive measures that can be taken to prevent loss of possession of body.
Okay.
Entity E59.
Ooh.
Nickname: The Rake. Class:
I've heard of this
Threat:
one.
Moderate. Containment: Moderate. Utility: Low. After the elimination of the Wendigo, a new creature has seemingly taken its place in the Midwest of America and southern Canada. Humanoid in shape, the rake has varying sized limbs but usually conforms to a white pasty color skin. Rakes hunt at night and humans are their favorite prey. Rakes are susceptible to gunfire, yet are incredibly agile and thus hard to shoot. The research goal this year is finding out the cause of their resurgence and the correlation after the Wendigo eradication.
Yeah, they got rid of Wendigos and then this thing showed up.
There is always a bigger fish.
Yeah, they thought Wendigos were the problem and then this thing showed up afterwards.
Will now begin.
Okay. Do you guys remember that stuff?
Begin.
Correct entity. It's probably a skinwalker. What should it do? Well, to find the origin. That was more of a cert thing. What gives you the entity is a skinwalker. Upwards figure. There's a thing with the skinwalkers. Kill their prey after how long? Years. Regulars approach you, all you have to do is service pistol. I mean, they said, oh, I guess they said you could try. You have a child, and after watching the training, you've learned the child is at risk of abduction. You should... Nothing. Okay. Yeah, so I think it was the Skinwalker and then the... Try to take out the rake. But they said the rake is really fast, so I just figured it was just gonna be like, eh. Alright, time for the big exam. Everybody ready for the... All the marbles.
The final exam will now begin, a mixture of content from previous modules.
Not content.
Begin.
Base.
Did you check the latch?
Did you check the latch? He was threatening parents. What should you do? Collect evidence. No threat.
Yeah, the one on the right. Right?
Yeah, the one on the right. Right? Encountered a Medtronic during a mission. Are you in danger? No, collect data. Because they only take children. Oh, we don't have a choice here. They all said terminate self. Threat. Shadow people. Coworkers considered good friends, something you want to say to him, but your duty to put him down. It's an example of which principle? Do not befriend coworkers.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? Creepy. Your skin? No threat. Threat. Group of entities kidnap children in mission protocol is observed from a distance. Observe? We gotta find out where they're taking them. That's a rake. That is a shadow people. Threat. His eyes were different. Hey, 26 of 26. HR modules complete. Return to your serious fire zone. Hey, 100% of the exam. We're the best. We're gonna survive exactly 1 minute longer than everyone else. Viewer. That's where it would show the webcam. Stop watching before they find you. Yeah, if you give them access to the webcam, this is probably where it would be. Instead of saying viewer, it would say the name of the computer and then that. So, very cool, very cool. I like those. See, I love, like I said, I love horror that's like one of those, it seems mundane, but it twists it just a little bit. I think that's why I like analog horror so much. Because it's like, this is weird. No, the release of the next game that returns to first-person found footage. Okay, so they are going back to Lancaster leak to be announced. I don't know. And that gets it. That's going to be the trilogy of Lancaster leak games. Thank you so much for watching these. If you're there on YouTube, don't forget to hit subscribe. Bye-bye.